Yo, what's up guys, this is Sick, and today I'm gonna show you my 5 sound design tricks which may be helpful for you. So let's go with number 1. So number 1, automations. I prepared like a short project, just like a loop of a bass line, which without any effect sounds like this. Just like an acid bass line. I will show you like all these automations, what it does and how it works. Yeah, so let's start with the automations that come from Serum, because it's a preset made in Serum. So what I like to do, I like to automate like the attack of the bass line, like as you can hear. It just moves around this LFO envelope, basically. That's what it does. And I like to use like a cutoff filter and like a timbre macro, which I usually do just to make like the sound a bit different. This is a classic acid timbre, and yeah, so I like to automate like the cutoff to keep the bassline moving. So yeah, that's basically it for what I use from Serum. Then I like to use like external effects for my automations. Like first of all, I will just solo it like the reverb. Yeah, it just kinda keeps you like sucking into the track. I really like this effect because it's like fills out the gaps. Yeah, you can hear it, and you probably used it a lot too, so it's nothing special, but it can really enhance a song. Then I have like a ton of creative effects. For example, I will turn them on. So first of all, I have this Vox filter, which I like to automate the Y and X parameters. It just basically makes the bass talk, so I really like to use it, but just in moderation. As you can see, I don't usually turn up the wet mix too much, so you can hear it really loudly here. You know, it just makes the bass a bit different. So then the next tip I've got is also from Effector. I use like this really short delay, like this. I like to use it with lo-fi, basically with BitCrush. You can make it even louder. I don't know, I just kinda like to use it that way. Or just like with the delay. So, the next thing I like to automate is like a crystallizer, which is basically a granular echo synthesizer. So I can show you what it does. You can hear it's really weird. So you can change the pitch. When you use it in moderation, it sounds much better, because it gets a bit messy. But when you use it like just like a reverb automation, it just adds those grains, like those pitchy grains, which I really like. Maybe you like it too. So. Okay, so moving on, I've got this snap heap, which is actually tip number 2, parallel processing. So what is parallel processing? It's basically like the same signal, like from the bass, is going into these buses, and they all get like processed differently. So for example, what I do in like bus number 2, I just pitch up the sound and add reverb to it. So what it essentially does, it pitches up the sound, adds reverb, and like then we have like the reverb but 2 octaves higher. So yeah, this can make some interesting stuff to your sounds, which I automated this reverb over here. Which is pretty interesting. You can also mess around with this a lot. Also, you can go like 2 semitones, 2 octaves down, which which sounds pretty bad, but you can mess around with it. Yeah, so this is what I did like for the reverb, and then I did like kinda the same thing on the parallel bass number 2, like the parallel bass 1C. I added a pitch shifter, 2 octaves up, a bit crush, just get like more crunch, and I added like the fast delay, and I just automated the mix of the bass, which is kind of similar to the reverb, but it has more texture, I think. I just want to give you that advice, just automate things. It keeps like the songs alive, so yeah. So tip number 3, don't follow any rules. Like, just do whatever like you think can sound cool, but on the other hand is like weird. Like what I did, for example, in my track Don't Need You, together with Secret. So I've got this preset which sounds like this without any effects, which is okay, but I thought like I tried to experiment, like let's add the vocoder to the sound. I mean, this sounds cool, let's resample it. So yeah, then I basically just processed it and made it like more aggressive, just because it was a bit messy with the vocal synth. I just wanted to make it work, and yeah, this is what came out of it. Yeah, it still has a lot of artifacts. I had to put a lot more work to it, but the point of this is, like, I put like a vocal synth on a lead, which you shouldn't do, but it works. So you should do the same. You should like experiment, like put a vocal synth probably on strings. May work, may not. Yeah, you know what? Let's put like 30 OTTs on something, on this basic kick. And yes, so we basically created, just by putting 15 OTTs on a kick, we created like a glitch sound. Like, you see, like even the most bizarre tip makes some kind of different sound. So yeah, just try a lot of things and be creative. So tip number 4, create sessions where you just do sound designing. What I have opened here, I have like my sound design session, where I was creating some grease fills, as you can hear. So I'm sorry for the lagging. I can make like a whole video about it if you want. So what are sound design sessions? There are like sessions where just you don't like create an idea about the track, but you just do sound designing. You do like bass shots, your own kicks, your own claps, everything. You just make them yourself, and you just experiment. Like, you see, like, I've got so much weird processing. Like, look at those EQs. It's so weird. Yeah, and they are all like automated in here, and like a lot of distortion, as you can see, that but they are turned off. But yeah, like, you get the point. Like, you create your own sounds, you save them, you got your own sound bank, you get better at sound design, and yeah, you can use them in your tracks, and you can be unique. Like, you know, you will have your own sample pack, so you can choose your sounds from there. Some of them you will never use. I've got a lot of them that I will probably never use. Like, for example, I have this just weird recordings over here. So yeah, these are like sounds that I will probably never use, but I can like find a nice part of them and use them in a track. I think I've used this one just like a glitch, you know. So yeah, that's how you will basically create your own sound. So tip number 5 is to log your effects rack in Serum. You can do this by going to the menu and just click on log effect rack, which I got checked already. And yeah, what it does, it just logs this effect that you've got like from a nice preset that you like. You can just scroll through like your presets and the effect rack will stay the same. So you can get like different sounds from different presets. As you can hear, we get a lot of pretty cool sounds out of it. So yeah, this is a good way to just like experiment with different presets, with different effect racks. Just find different effect racks that are really nice, that you like, and just apply them to, you can apply them to leads, to basses, to anything. And I assure you, you will come up with really cool sounds out of this. So this is basically it for sound design. I will create more videos like going in depth about like probably like the refills. Let me know if you want that kind of video. And yeah guys, thank you for watching and have a nice day. Ciao ciao.